Yo, what's poppin' YouTube? This is your boy Leo coming at you with another video. This video is going to give you some more information when it comes to our next course. So these videos are all structured per course. So remember to look at video 1, which is going to give you prior to joining WGU. Video number 2 is going to give you orientation after you join. And then all the videos after that is just going to be classes that I'm taking along the way. Every time that I finish a class, I'm going to give you guys all the information that I pretty much went through to pass that class, and just my suggestions on what I did to get through this. My background is not very hardcore IT related. I even do a whole help desk job. Aside from that, I'm just filling in the cracks in my education by taking these courses. So again, this is good for no experience or middle to little experience. So these classes will kind of help you, and these videos will help you, show you that somebody normal is doing this. I'm a normal guy. I never even graduated high school, to tell you guys an honest fact about myself. So now you guys know that. So if you haven't graduated high school, this is motivation for you. Or if you have, this is extra motivation for you, that if somebody like me is doing this, you can do this too. So we're going to go on to our next course. We went ahead and got through our first 2 courses. This is going to be our third. So this one's going to be Network and Security Foundations. D315 is the one that I took. D315, Network and Security Foundations. This course was, to me personally, was very simple. Even though at the beginning I struggled, I took the pre-assessment on 12/15/2023 and failed it. And then just to show you guys, how, 2 days, what 2 days does. So I failed it, horrible. I didn't even get, even close. And then 2 days later, on 12/17/2023, I passed it, and I almost got all the answers right. I only took it one time, and then I was ready for the pre-assessment. All right, so how did I get there? So if you took the prior 2 courses from the prior 2 videos, a lot of that information is going to be in this course. So the back end of this course is going to have that information, the CIA triad, encryption, just some of those things that you probably covered, in that last course that you probably took, or the last video that I made about. That video is going to give you some information of some of the things that were done in that course, but some of that stuff in that course you'll be able to use here, and it's very helpful. So use it as a review to go through and just still cover the material to make sure that you still know the information. But overall, I didn't have a difficult time with this one, even though I failed the pre-assessment on the first go. So that kind of tells you a little information there, is that I failed it, but in 2 days I was able to pass the pre-assessment, get that information, and kind of fill in the gaps. This course is going to begin your course by discussing your course planning tool report with your instructor. You don't have to do that part. I kind of went on my own agenda there. The learner identifies basic network systems and concepts related to the network technologies. Applies network security concepts. The learner applies network security concepts for business continuity, data access, and confidentiality. The learner identifies solutions for compliance with security guidance. So these are the main competencies that they want you to learn in this course. Network and Security Foundation introduces learners to the basic network systems and concepts related to networking technologies. Learners will gain skills in applying network security concepts to business continuity, data access, and confidentiality, and in identifying solutions for compliance with security guidance. So these are that's the point of taking this course. Again, the beginning of the course is going to be a little difficult. You're going to have to match the OSI model with the protocols and understand the old protocol and the new protocol. You're going to be taught more of the old method, so a lot of those questions are going to be based off that. But again, I was able to use the same structure as one of the course instructors said. please do not throw away Sausage Pizza, or please do not throw Sausage Pizza away, actually. That's how I was able to remember, the actual, protocols. Please, you start from the bottom. Please is the physical, and so on, so on. Please do, the D is data link. That's how I was able to learn this. And trust me, I took this class maybe 2-3 weeks ago now, and, I'm not, like, I kind of forgot some of this stuff, but that method allowed me to understand things. Same thing with, the physical layer. It's going to, you're going to remember these things. So again, like, these are things that a week before the test, I had no knowledge of. So, just letting you guys know this, that this is something that you can pick up pretty quick and understand. You just gotta, break it apart. Take your time, go through the, information. A lot of what I went through the course search, and I looked up the cohort recordings on past cohorts. I did all the network security supplemental videos. I went through the whole entire list of all the videos. It wasn't that many. And, whenever I was in the shower, whenever I was getting ready to go to bed, whenever I was ready to just, call it a night, I sat through an hour of just some of these videos, and I was able to get through them throughout the week. You're going to be taught about different types of hackers, the blue team, the red team, the purple team. These are all questions that will be in the exam. You won't have many of them, but they were, a few, just one for each probably. You're going to be taught about different types of tools that hackers might use, and what a security person might also use to prevent. So you're going to go over a lot of these same stuff that you went on the previous course. So, like, again, it's all going to be a refresher, but it's going to teach you the information a different way, and it's going to be able to apply it in different methods. So you're going to be able to see and kind of know what to, look out for. Again, you're going to be learning about device hardening, user access controls, wireless security, cloud security, encryption fundamentals, the OSI and the TCP security structures that we talked about earlier, the 7 layers, the please do not throw Sausage Pizza away. You're going to learn about firewalls, IDSs and IPSs, which is prevention and detection security protocols that are put in. You're going to learn again the CIA triad, the availability, integrity, and confidentiality. It's just, you're going to have a big pot of things you're going to be learning, but a lot of the things are related to the past classes. So this made it very simple for me. So I was able to kind of review the things I knew, and then go hit those sections that I was going to struggle with a little harder. They have a lot of printouts. Again, if you guys don't find any of this stuff and you want me to start adding some of this information to the bottom of my videos, I can start doing that to help you guys. I just don't know. I'd rather have you guys search for this information and find it yourself, and and not just click on the links on my videos. But if you guys do want that information, let me know, and in the future videos I can start adding some of this information. So again, this class, if I had to rate it from 1 being the easiest and 10 being the hardest, I would rate it at right in the middle, just 4 or 5. Like, I was able to have a lot of the pre-classes kind of help with this class. So I don't know if things are tied together, but my next class is IT applications. And in IT applications is where you're going to go get your A+ certificate through CompTIA. So when you go through that certificate, a lot of the same things that you're learning in these fundamental classes are going to be in that test that I've noticed. Not all, you're going to have a lot other things, but so far from what I've noticed, there's a lot of relation between the courses, and it's almost like building you up slowly from the bottom. So, which is really nice and very, user friendly. I'm not going to lie. It's very user friendly. It's very nice. When it comes to this course, there is a study guide. You might actually get it from your instructor on the first email, but if not, I didn't see it in the section here, but just reach out to your instructor and ask for the study guide. If you guys like, again, I can look for this stuff. and put it in the videos, but I'd rather have you guys kind of fend for yourselves and find the information, because it's going to help you do this job and this schooling, more simple and better, and so you can fend for yourself. There's a lot of practice tests. I took a bunch of those until the point I was just, or the flashcards. I was reading the flashcards and then reading the answers and just kind of, remembering the things. They'll ask you the same question like 4 or 5 times in flashcards in different ways, which that was really nice. And again, you're going to have a lot of supplemental material, videos, tests, quizzes, just to test you throughout the process. I went ahead and scheduled, after taking my pre-assessment on the 17th, 3 days later, I set it up right away, my final assessment, but I wanted to give myself time and do it before Christmas break. So on the 20th, I set it up for 9:30 at night. I studied. This is what I do. I study every single day, at night, obviously, the terms that I'm struggling with. And then that final day, I'll study the whole entire thing a bunch of times, all the way up leading to the test. I might give myself like an hour before the test, and I'll just stop and kind of sit back and kind of just wait, get myself prepped and everything, to take the test and get my area ready. But aside from that, I went and took the test, and, I gave myself a little bit of time before I came back and looked at the results. And when I came back, I clicked on it. It said pass. My class was gone out of my WGU courses to take, and I was given, the 3 credits for that class. And, I passed with flying colors. I probably, if I had to guess, I got less than 8 questions wrong on this one. I was pretty, I was pretty confident. I don't recommend this. I recommend taking your time. Take your time, no matter, what you got going on, whatever. Take your time, read the question, read the answers, read the question again, read the answers, and plug and choose from those answers. Eliminate one answer, eliminate the second answer, eliminate the third answer, and choose your answer. If you have to, I try not to, get too much into the question. I try to read it and not overthink it, because sometimes I might second guess myself. But I was able to get this done in 30 minutes. The quiz, I think it was 70 questions in 30 minutes. So I was flying through it, about 2 minutes a question or whatever. So again, I don't recommend you doing that, but I did so much studying, and my knowledge was actually pretty high when it came to this course from the past 3 courses that I took, 2 courses that I took, that once I finished those 2 courses and went through the course information for this one, on the 3rd one, I was ready. So I flew through the test. Again, I got a really good score, and I was able to check that class off my list. Again, just go over the material, go over the videos, just rewatch them. I don't read a lot of this stuff, because I have a difficult, time learning for reading. So anything inside the course material, I usually put into a text-to-speech program. So what I do is I watch the videos. I'll watch maybe, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 videos, and then I'll go into the course section and I'll go through the information. So when you're actually reading the information, or I put it through the text-to-speech program, a lot of that information is the same thing that I already heard in the videos. So you're just, it's almost repetition. You're putting that stuff back in your head. Oh yeah, that's why they do this. Okay, that's why they do that. That's what this is. And then once you get it, boom, move on and keep going. So that's something that I did. I went through the sections. I went through everything. I don't miss anything, because I want to make sure that when I go to these tests, I'm actually going to pass. The last thing you want to do is fail it and have to go through that, which I've had to do with my last course. I can give you guys, you guys can go back to my last course and kind of read what I went through when I failed. So, you don't want to get in that situation just because you're trying to rush and you're trying to get stuff and you're trying to get stuff done. I understand, the commitment and everything, but make sure that you are understanding the information before you take the test, because if not, you're going to have a hard time, and then it's going to put you more of a delay of time. So again, Network and Security Foundations, D315. An email is going to go out from your instructor. That instructor email had the link for the study guide. The study guide is a study guide that's blank, so you have to go through and fill in all the information on it, which was nice because, again, you're hearing the stuff, you're writing this stuff down. It's creating repetition. It's making this stuff just stick in your head. So, this is one of those courses that I think you may go through pretty quick. It may not be the easiest for some, but again, repetition, go through the information, understand it, make sure that you know the terms, understand why it's being used. Put yourself in the situation of a business. If you're a business and you're building all this stuff and you're trying to protect all this stuff, think of it as you have a business at home. Imagine this being your home, and you got hackers trying to, get into it. You want to protect yourself, you want to protect your family. So, you're implementing the best routes and best situations on having knowledge to understand what can attack you. So that's all it is pretty much, is understanding the knowledge, understanding the principles of what companies are trying to do and what they're trying to protect, what, is important to them, what is not. So this kind of gives you a more, introductionary point into that, which is going to get you ready for future classes as you go through. So again, if I had to get this a grade, it would just be 4 to 5, easy, easy. But again, I will still go through all the information. It's something that you still want to go through. You're paying the money. You want to understand this information. You're not, understand you're trying to fly through the degree, but at the same time, let's actually understand what we're learning so we do better in the future courses, so we make our jobs in lives easier. After this course, my next course video is going to be on IT applications, D317. That course is going to be a handful, so don't try to rush through the other courses to get to this one right away, because this one is going to be one of those courses where you might take like an actual full month to complete or a little longer. So you want to give yourself time, unless you know all the information and you have experience and all that. But if you're new, IT applications, you're going to want to tread carefully and make sure that you don't rush through that one. Again, this video is just for Network and Security Foundations. I think out of the 3 courses that I took so far, this was the easiest out of the 3. So I wouldn't, take any of these classes for granted. I wouldn't take them, I wouldn't take them with just a grain of salt. I would just, try to devour. My suggestions, my recommendations is to go through everything on here. You don't need to have a contact back and forth with your instructor or your mentor or stuff like that, unless you want to. I haven't had much communication. I kind of just been doing my own thing and finding my own way. It's easy. The triple R's or whatever, is repetition. You just got to repeat the stuff. By the third time around, a lot of this stuff sticks, and you won't have no problems, retaining it. So it takes, I think, 3 times, for you to skim through it, learn it, and then understand it. So there's 3 things. By the 3rd time you go through the information, you'll understand it, and you'll have more, that you can actually do with it. If you run into any issues, you have any questions, you have any concerns, you have any, suggestions, etc., feel free to leave me a comment, leave a like in these videos, instead of just going into it blindly. Help you understand and kind of give you like, all right, I kind of know the roadmap. King Leo, gave me a hand with that. So now I can kind of go and make my own, I can take some of his advice. I can take some of this other person's advice. I can look for some info on Reddit. I can Google some information, and I can piece it all together to kind of learn to my own way. So again, if you guys are liking these videos, please let me know. I'm going to continue making them. I'm going to keep, every single class that I pass, fail, I'm going to make a video and let you know how it was for me. And this also helps me to kind of keep myself after it, you know, because I want to finish this. I want to, you know, go through and get myself a nice job and get myself, you know, my certificates and pass this as soon as possible. But I'm also not going to, you know, cripple my learning in the process just to hurry up and get it done. Again, if you guys like these videos, like, comment, subscribe. It's your boy Leo. I'm out. Bah!